Hello everyone. One of the things I want to do with my drawbot is to control it remotely, and to do that I'm going to use one of these Bluetooth modules. But the thing is with these Bluetooth modules, oh, hang on, I've got a sticker on there. Let me just zoom in a bit as well. Yeah. Oh, 2 times. Yeah, that'll do. I'm going to just briefly come here. Right, so I usually stick a label in there, what I've called it, and the speed I've set it to. But if I'll just pull that out, if I can, yeah. There, what it says, can you see that? Let's just make sure, yeah. So this one actually does say level 3.3 volts, but not all do. Normally they just say 3 to 6 volts, and 3 to 6 volts is just for the VC and ground. Well, just for the VC. Basically, what that does, you can put 3 to 6 volts in because it goes through a linear regulator on the back, and that reduces it to 3 volts. But the pins are just broken straight out, and so if you use 5 volts on the TX and RX pins, not in focus, I hope so. The TX and RX pins, you're going to be up shit creek because it'll just burn them out. Because the Arduino is 5 volt logic. So what we need is a logic level shifter that shifts 5 volts down to 3 volts, and vice versa. It's a simple circuit, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to make one that just plugs in the top. I'm just going to make one that just plugs in the top of this. So yeah, what we've got, where is it? Yeah, so we've got this pin header here, which has got the 5 volts TX and RX pins on, so that we've got 4 pins there. And what I'm going to do is make a little board where one of these little headers will just plug into that sort of thing. That'll go on there like that, and then that'll just plug in, and it'll have this on the other end like this, where this can just plug in like that. So that just plugs in on top of the pins. No wiring, anything, it just have this little converter in between. So yeah, like I say, it's a simple circuit. I'm using two MOS. I'll get it out in a minute. 2 MOSFETs, and what I've done, because I'm going to do it on a perf board, basically just one of this board here, I'm going to stick them all on that. I have used fritzing to just draw it all out. So this is what the board's going to look like, except they're the I don't think we have any of the other horizontal ones. I don't think these can change into horizontal. I think they're always just vertical, so I may have to just draw some of them one day. Anyway, so I've got this. This is the circuit there. Here we go. So make that wider. There. Simple circuit. We've got the in coming in here, and we've got the out coming in there. But what it does, there's the RX and the TX, transmit and receive, have their own MOSFET, converting the level of the voltage. Comes in this end 5 volts, goes out that end 3 volts, and it comes in this end 3 volts, and then goes out this end 5 volts. We have a 3 volt tap here, so this is where I tap in, and I've got 3 volts on the that. What I've got on here, we've got a pin header here. I don't know if we can see that. got get some light on it if I can. There, I've got 3 volts in there, so the board wants to tap into 3 volts here as well. So that's what I'm going to do. And also, because it's just a little board, I want to experiment. I fancy making my own flux. I mean, the flux we used to have in the 60s was, you know, just your basic rosin flux, and I liked it, and I'm going to make some of my own. Well, I've made some. I've made 3 batches actually, the different strengths. It doesn't look much, but this will last me forever, and the amount you need of this stuff is so little. You'll see anyway, and well, I'm going to use this bit of flux because I'm going onto a perf board. These have been God knows where for ages, so they'll be mucky and oxidised. So I'm going to need a bit of, I reckon I'll need a bit of flux on these things. So, yes, what we'll use is this as a guide. Can I just make that smaller? Well, I think that's as small as I can make it. Right, yeah. So basically what I'm going to do first with the perf board is I'm going to stick all the components where I've got them. The resistors are all 10k, so you know they're all the same, and the 2 MOSFETs are the same. So what I'll do is I'll start by sticking these 2 headers on first, and actually it might be better if I just go into the other zoom. I think that's better, isn't it? Yeah, you can see better what I'm doing. So the first one that wants to be, I've made them central, so there's central, but the one on the second row and the other one's on the first row, so that's all I've need to remember. I think I could actually remember that, so let's give it a go, shall we? So I need one on the second row, and what I'll do is I'll just line it all up. Oh, right, hang on. That's not quite, I've got to lean forward now, we're zoomed in. Damn. So, yeah, I'll put in that one. See if we can line it on. It ought to be nice aligned. So is that in view? It is. Plug my soldering iron in. Oh right, yeah, let's just get a bit of this flux. Like I say, doesn't need much. I reckon that's too much. That soon find out. Yeah. So let's have a go. Too much solder on that one. Yeah, like I say, these are really mucky pins. In fact, I might need some more flux on there. I might need quite a bit actually. Yeah, that's making it work. some of that solder to run down. Yeah, it's mucky as hell is this. Like I say, they've been in my box for God knows how long, these header pin things. They were shit to start with. Actually, I'm just going to dump loads of solder on there and go for it. And I'll just take a load of it back off again. There. Yeah, really, really bad pins them. But at least it's in there. Anyways. Am I still in shot yet? Right. Let's stick the other one on. So, yeah, the other one goes on the end, right at the end. Stick that back in to there. I might have to come in and piss there just to get it reaches. It's sort of lined up straight and in shot, hopefully. Yeah, let's get a load of... I said it'll last forever, this, but where these pins are going, it needs... I knew the pins were bad, but yeah, not that bad. It will be better once we come to the resistors and everything. Right, have I got this right in shot there? What I'll do is I'll just get some flux on it and then some solder on them all. Then I'm going to reposition it so I can get at it. Yeah. What was it? Oh, this one. Yeah, I get rid of some of that excess. Yeah, really bad. Because I'm a cheapskate, that's what it is. Cheapskate. Yeah, let's get some of this homebrew. some homebrew on it. I'm gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that blob. This is the hard bit over. Like I say, I knew those pins were really badly oxidised, but I wasn't going to throw them away. I might as well use them. Do a bit of clean up afterwards. Oh, they're over there. I'm going to have to. Yeah, it'll do. Right, so let's. What are we going to stick it? I'll stick in the resistors, I think. What the shit have I got there now? Right, yeah. So resistors, where do they want to go? Quick look. So the one with it sat down like that. They go in just below that, and there's two going in that way like that. Right, so 1, 2. Yeah, I reckon one that like that. Well, let's get these the same way around. Yeah, that goes in there like. Oh, I can't see. Right, hang on. Shit. There. So they go like that, hopefully. Yeah, so they go up to that second one. Come on, focus, you twat. There we go. And the other two, they're in line with that bottom one there, and the one short. Right, let's see if we can do that. Oh, let's move that away. Right. Line with the first. We're going to get these the same way as well. Yeah, let's have the red to this end. So the one shot. Oh shit! I think I've blocked a hole up there. Oh, it's just crap. Right. So one shot and one shot and there. Get them same way. Yeah. One shot and that. Yeah, I think that's how they go. Does it look like what I've done there? Yeah. So I think I'll just spread them leads out a touch. And see how we do with this attempt. I'm not paying attention to what's connected to what yet. Yeah, so move this out of the way. And which way around have we got that? What have we got that there too? Oh fuck! Because I didn't have any. I had it on the wrong side, my soldering iron. What a twat I am. Right, so That might go better this time. Trying to do it with cold fusion. Silly me. Yeah, that went a lot easier. Now we've got the right... Oh, Jesus. Never mind. Right, so they're in. Right, I'm going to leave the wires on for a minute because I might use them wires to link things up. So let's get the MOSFETs in. The MOSFETs, they go like so. Have a look. Right. That could have been a bit better. Not really bothered, like. Yes, I am. Putting them the right way around, then I don't give a shit how well they line up. Anyway. Right, so what we got? Oh, right, it's that way up. That's the top. So I would say, right, it's first one's just above that pin there, so it goes in between them three. But first one's just above that pin there and goes in them three. And it goes that way around. Fingers crossed. You can always fry a Bluetooth device. And the next one goes behind it, but sort of goes on the end of them ones. Like that, I think. Where do them wires? Oh yeah. That there. Oh, that there. That goes to there, and that lines up with that. That lines up with that. Yeah. That looks like that. Pretty simple, he says. So, yeah, let's just do a bit of bending, just to something falling out. I don't like to bend them really, because if you ever do want to remove components, it's a pain in the ass getting components out that have been bent. But anyways, rough and ready, that's what this is. The way I'm going is rough and ready. So, yeah, get that middle pin. Let's get that out of the way now. Although you can see it, can't you? Yeah. If I move that there. Oh, and back a bit. There. Right, so I'll get that middle pin there. He says. And I'll get that middle pin there. Yeah. It does go better when you've got the soldering iron at the right temperature. Right, so do they look sort of level? Just line them up. That'll do. Let's get the other pins. Actually, what I might do is I'll just try, because I'm testing my home brew out, and I just want to see how good it is really. So I'm going to put a little, it's way too much, it's like, I'll have to get it in a little syringe. But what I want to do is I want to make the actual brown stuff that we used to have. Yeah, so if I go on that, it should just, everything should just flow. Yes. I mean, I shouldn't need this flux on these anyway, because I've only got the flux out for them bloody pins. Now I'm just going to go over them pins because I've got the temp. Like I say, I've put it at the right temperature now. I don't know what I was looking at. Well, half the time I don't know what I'm looking at because I can't see them. I'm blind as a bat. Yeah, get some heat in there now. That's better. Yeah. Yeah. Them ones. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's why I was struggling. Right. So they're all in. So now I need to just have a look at the way it's wired now. And what I might try and do is use some of the actual wires that I've got. Yeah, some of the actual wires I've got there. Now the thing is, that's that way up. Is that way up? No. That is that way up. Same with that. Tell you what I'm going to do. Let's get an image, a ping image. Yeah. Oh, let's make it super. Let's make it 600. Okie doke. So I've got a ping image of that, right? And what I'm going to do. Have I got that still open? No, I haven't. The best way to do this is just pause that and then let me let my phone cool down. Right, so now then. Yeah, there we go. So we got the fritzing picture of that. I can zoom in a bit. Alright, just see if I can just make it that. Right. What we can do is image mirror horizontally. There we go. And that's what it looks like underneath now. So now he says yeah, he says what I should be able to do is right, so that was that way up like that, and then now I'll flip it. So what I'm seeing here now is what that should be. So this end one wants to go all the way down. So I've got a long leg here and a long leg there. What I can do is I can use one of the legs of this and bring it to there, and the other leg, hopefully I can bring it to there, he says. Can I? So I'll just move them. So that is going all the way. There's my little. It's going all the way to there. There's nothing outside. Oh yeah, there's a black one to come there. Yeah, so yeah, let's just get that there on them. I just want to shorten that a bit. I'll get me snippies. I'll find out where I've hidden them. Get me snippies and snip that wire. Out there. Yeah. So that one, that can be wired to that there, like that. They're not underneath it. Yes, there is. So, is there on top? Yeah, there is. Right, so in that case, just get it about there. So I reckon there is where that wants to be. So I've got that in shot, hopefully. And we will pin that down. Pin it there as well. Yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? A bit more solder. So that's that pinned. Have I got that in focus? Can I get, see if I can get a bit more lighting on that? Get the lighting a bit better. Oh, is that a bit better? He says half. I think that's that. And the other one, what did I say with the other one? The other one wants to get, but I still want to bridge it here as well, and it wants to go around to the second one in. So let's have a look. So what I'll do is I'll put a little kink, bring that back, put a little kink in it like that. Yeah, and then it follows that line, goes to the second one. We need to trim a bit off that as well. So we'll take that off, throw my solder on the floor. So that goes, I've backed it up a touch there and it comes back and goes there. So let's see if we can keep it in focus, hopefully. So that goes to that one. And it's shorted onto that one. Let's just nail it down to that one now. Not going anywhere, that. So that's our 5V VCC, and there's one that wants to go all the way around to the ground. So since it's just connecting ground to ground, got a bit of 1mm. So I'll just straighten it a bit. That wants to go to the second one there. So, and I want that to come back to there, and then from there I want it to go all the way down there. It goes across to there, like that, and we'll just snip that off there, I think. Actually, about there. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll just nail that there. that's warm. Right, so what I want to do is just straighten that wire up a touch. Now that we've got it pinned at both ends. And I'll just tack it in a few places along the length. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's get that corner as well. More tacks the better. I don't know how well them pads are held on there by. So, right, so that's got that black and red one. Let's try that white one. So what we got, that way up still. No, we're not. That way up. Yeah, get it right. So we've just done them two down this. Oh, have I shorted them? No, I haven't. I just noticed these two here. They look pretty close together, but they're not. There is a gap. Right. So what we've got is this white one, which needs to go up there. So it goes right. We're on this resistor. So that resistor can go to there, and then we've got this MOSFET. So the MOSFET wire can go to there. So let's start with that resistor one going all the way to the end, which is the others that way. That one there. Let's bend that down. Get me pliers. Let's just trim that short. Whoop, that went flying. Right, so let's just give that a bit of a bend there. So that goes like that. So let's get that nailed in place. Yeah. Oh, where was it? Oh, there we go. Lost it for a minute. And let's nail it in the corner as well. There. That's got that one. And twisting my cable. Right. And so, what did I say? Yeah, so that top leg there, let's just hold it the right way up so we're looking at it. So this top leg wants to go what have I done? Oh, right, no. So actually we've got this resistor here, which that wants to go right round there, up there, that. Yeah. And that wants to go around there. Not quite long enough to reach where it wants to be. What I'll do is I'll have to just do a bit of a slight. That might just do it, that, as long as I don't get that. Right. So let's just nail that one in place. That's got that. We can nip that down to the board, hopefully. Then if I can just put a blob here, that'll hold that while I put some more on here. Like that. Put a bit on that corner there to hold that corner. Yeah, that's got that one. Yeah, rough and ready. Rough and ready. Right, so now go back to where we were. That's the top. So what I've just done is this yellow one going all the way around. So this white one wants to go onto that. Yeah, which is this one here. Wants to just go around onto there like that, through there. Through that little passageway. Through the canyon. Right, so let's get that bent down that way. That. And it needs to go round and around. So that goes there. Can you see that? It's gone round there. Could do with pushing down a touch. But what I'll do is I'll just nail it here. Where are we? Yeah, nail it there first and then just a bit more here. I've lost it. Oh, right, there it is. Right. Yeah, where is it again? Oh, it's there. So, yeah, I want it onto that resistor. And I just want to nail it in place on that one. Give that a bit more. Yeah, there we go. That's got that leg. Yeah, so looks a mess, doesn't it? Right. So the two middle ones. Right. So these two join, and I need to make a connection there. So I'm going to stick this one. I'll stick this one. Right. Actually, what I wanted to do is I want to put a wire on there. Let me just, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a wire for this connector here. This is my 3 volts. So what I want is like a fly lead with that on there. So what I'm just going to do, I'll just pause and get a lead made. Yeah, so I've just got myself a bit of orange lead. So I'm just going to stick that in. So what we need to do is I need to bend the middle legs of these 2 MOSFETs across that way. Bend them 2 legs of that, them 2 resistors that way. Stick me a bit of orange cable in there and then solder them all together, he says. So, yeah, so that's middle MOSFET, that one. And then the other one goes down on top of that one, like that. This one goes like that. This one goes like that. Then I just need to trim them. Trim that. stick this in there. Bend that over that way. Might stay in there with a bit of luck. He says. To look. Bend it over there like that. Right, so we'll get round there. Let's hook that in. Let's blob a bit of solder on there, stop them all moving about. Yeah, that's got a big blob there. We need to join them too. Them two are joined. Stick a load of solder there anyway. Yeah, so that is our 3 volts line, the orange bit. Just trim that up a touch. Yeah, so there's my little orange wire for my 3 volts. There, look alright. Which is top, that's top. So what we got left, I've got, oh right, hang on, what's this one here? Alright, I've got this other, oh this lead here. See, so that one, which is this one here, that just needs connecting to that wire, that's going up there, so I'll bend that up, bend that across there like that. Just bend it across, trim it off there. That went flying, I know. Just put a blob of solder on that corner. That should do that one. Yeah. So that's got that leg. Twisting up my USB lead again. Right, so that's that one. We got top. So we've done that. What we've got left is right. I've got these two resistors. Right, so let's go with this resistor and that leg there. Yeah, it does like a zigzag. It comes down. Yeah, so it wants to go the second one in. Yeah, so if I go resistor here and bring that down to here, second one in. Bend that like that. We can snip that short. There, like that. That one goes there. This one comes down and zigzags. Like that. Down to the same point, like that. Let's move that across a touch. There we go. I think we got that. Oh, hang about it. What's that? Oh, right, yeah, that's the resistor. Got the resistor. That's him. Yeah, just them two. That's it. So get it nailed on the end. There. That's got that nailed there. Oh, that's got them both. Yeah, because that bends down there. That goes. That's it. That's done. Right. So we've got left is I've got an end of a resistor and a leg of the right. It is that bottom resistor, isn't it? Shit, have I done the wrong resistor? Yeah, shit. Right, okay. Should have been that resistor should have gone across there. Right, hang about. That wants to go across there like that. This other resistor wants to come off now. Damn, I did that wrong. Glad I spotted it. Right, tweezer job. See if I can get that underneath there. You know, let me get it underneath there, jammed underneath there first. Hold on. Gonna need a bit of force. Brute force is this. Right, get that in there like that. Then get some heat on this one. Right, something went ping. Time to take a closer look. Oh, right, that hasn't. Oh, it is separated now. That needs cleaning up there. That bridged. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see, it just went. I'm still in shot. Right, we need some for Luxor. Sorry, let's just get the where are you? That's thick stuff, that's thin stuff. This is a thick stuff. Alright, here we go, back. There we go. Alright, so reassessment. That one definitely wants to go down to that one there. That's the bottom. Yeah, so that's that leg going down. Needs to go down there, down there, down there. And it's the top resistor that goes on. There, so it's the that's going to get bent back out that way. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. So that there, we get a blob on there. Too big a blob. Then the blob on there for the resistor. And that's got that, and that just leaves the other bottom resistor and the other leg of the other MOSFET. So what I've got is, right, so this bottom leg of the MOSFET wants to go down to here and the other resistor. So let's see how far that reaches. So that will go down there, down there, like that. That goes down there. This one, oh, if I bend it like that now. I don't know, well that's showing up, but what I've done is I bent that one down to there. This one's bent round to the end of that and comes round to the end of that, so plenty of solder in that area should nail them all together, he says. Let's give it a go. So let's get that nailed onto there, and that nailed onto there. Yeah, well, I think we've got it there. Looks like a bit of a mess, but yeah, it's a perf board. What do you expect? That's what you get with perf boards. A mess. It's a prototype. Well, actually, it's going to be a fixed thing, is that? So yeah, so that is my perf board, and so although it's up, let's just flip this back. Well, no, leave it there, because we'll look at this side first and put it the right way up. There, so we've got, let's see, we've got this black coming up there from there, all the way around there and down there and across to there. Then we've got the red one going up here and across up there and across to that one. It also connects to that resistor, but you can't see that. Well, anyways, it's all right. It's all right, he says. Yeah, it's a work of art. That's what it is. It's a work of art. It's a work of art, guys. That's what we call it. We'll find out when we try it anyway. We'll see if it works. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it into the. Well, first of all, I need to put a thing on this flyer lead. So let's do that next. Let me just do a bit of clearing up. Oh, just before I clear everything out of the way, you didn't really get a good look at me solder, me DIY solder paste. Right, so I'll just get that little blob off top of there, look, there, a little tiny bit. Stick it on there. This is far too much, like, but anyways. So yeah, I need to get a syringe to put all that in. But what I wanted to do, just give you a demonstration while we're on. So I'll just plug my soldering iron in and put it at the right temperature this time. Yeah, put it at the right temperature, get me solder. And yeah, I'll do this little bit. It's caked up, but like I say, what we'll do is we'll just put a bit of solder on there, and you can see it pulls around it really well. It doesn't just all evaporate. I don't know if you can see how much there is there. Get some heat into the thing. It's more for the old retro stuff. You know, if you've got some really ancient things with the tabs and file, like with the old radios, you know, the old valve radios, where you have everything but soldered to tabs and everything. You can use the old solder, and you can use the old flux as well. But can you see how it all runs around it? Look, makes a really nice, lovely pool. And I'll just let that cool down. Okay, I've got the wrong tip on really for that, but anyways, so just let that cool down. And I'll just pause while it cools. Yeah, it's still a bit soft, is that? I'm still experimenting, but I don't know. Maybe some of this other stuff I've done, but can you see how it just chips off? Yeah, I'm sure the old people will remember how looks it used to just chip off crystal. Yeah, like I say, experimenting with that. That needs a bit more work. I've got 3 tubs. Anyway, forget about that. I digress from what we're doing. So, continue to clean up. There we go. Here we are back. Right, yeah, so I'm just going to use a single DuPont little thing. So I've got my crimps. They're really good at these crimps, and they were right price. They were the correct price. Right, so what we'll do is we'll just close it up, something like that. What we'll do is we'll stick it in its correct one first, because the thing is, main shot, yeah. This is the one DuPont should go in, but it's a bit big for the lead that I've got. The lead I've got is it's not that thick, so I just want to just line that up. Right, so line that up, get the lead in, and see if we can get that in the correct place. Oh shit, that's come loose again. There we go, another click. There we go. So it's back to where it should be. Oh crap. Try again. At first you don't succeed. Try again. Right, have I got that in shot? Right, that is not going to crimp it. It's too small is this wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into this other one and just give it that little extra, if I can, line it up, just to give it a bit more of a nip, and then that can go on there like so. There we go. So we've got a 3-volt lead. Right, so for next bit, I haven't done my batteries yet, but while we stick that in, let's bring this up, and it's going to go. Which way around does it go? Which is, I said that's, I'm going to have to mark it all up. In fact, let's not make mistakes. I don't like to make mistakes. Bring out the nail varnish. So, and the picture. Yeah, so I've got the picture, got the nail varnish. That's top. Now I flipped this, so let's flip it back. Image. Flip it back, yeah, it says Fritzing now, so it's written the right way up. So that's that. Got my lead here on this side, yeah, that's there. So what we've got is got yellow, white, red and black. So get my red out. What is the red? Second in from this end. So that's second in from that end there, and it's the end one here. Do the other side as well. What is it? That one. There we go, we know where the red one goes. Let's do a yellow one as well. I've got yellow. Nothing wrong with going OTT with colours. Right, so with this way up, yellow one is at this end. Don't want to get these in the wrong way. Yellow one's at that end, and the yellow one's the middle one here. Well, the second one in. There we go. Not like a bit of colour code. I do love a bit of colour coding. There's the yellow. What other colour? Well, I've got white. I don't have a white one. I have to go to the shop and get some white nail. But red, black, that'll do. There's two colours at least. They've got to line up with whatever I'm plugging it into. Basically, I know yellow's data, and I know that red is power. So it's got my mic cable trapped. Right, so that there away. So there. Right, so and I should have made. Well, I know that's top. Let's tell you what. Another thing. So let's just put BT here. This is for Bluetooth at the top. Yeah. Yes. So we'll put BT there. Got Bluetooth now. So I know Bluetooth goes to. So I know this now, which way it goes in there. So we've got our, like I say, our, get rid of that, now I've marked it up. Yeah. So I've got this other, where are we? This other socket. So that green there is 3 volts, and I've got this, so yellow's at the far end, and like I say, blue is thing, so it's got to go like that way. So that can't get that wrong, can we? He says. So that goes in there like that. So that sits in there. Like I say, now I don't, because it's on that bracket, I don't have to make any mounts for it or anything. It just plugs straight in. It's a bit on piss like, but oh, hang on. All right, hang on. Can I chop that off? Can you see it's where are we? It's catching. Get it in focus. It's just catching the Arduino here. It's a bit too wide for it, so I just need to chop that corner off. Let's see if we can do that. I think if I chop it off flush, yeah, right, yeah. Let's move that away. I don't want little bits to go on there. So I reckon if I just trim that, trim that there, that corner. You see that corner? Right. Got some sandpaper. Actually, I've got a file. I'll get the file. So, yeah. There we go. That corner. So now that should, it says, slot right down now, he says. Go on, get it. A bit more off there. God, that's tight. No, it doesn't. Right. Out with file again. Out with these again. Out with grinder next. Don't know if I'm in shot. I'm not in shot. All trial and error. All trial and error. Right, I'll make it up as we go along. Right, so that should fit. Third time a charm. Yeah, it's in there nice. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. It's just a little bit. It's about the thickness of the thing. I didn't need to take that much of a chunk out, but anyway, I did. Right, so that sits in there, and this is going to be in there. So we look on the back of this, we can see that VCC is at that end, so that will go there like that. It says, get it in. That will sit like that. So yeah, can we see that? Yeah, Bluetooth with its antenna right up in the air. That's going to sit like that. But I'm not going to have that in at the moment. I'm going to add some power and see if there's any smoke comes out first. And ooh, yeah, as tight as that. Right, so I'm going to plug that into my power thing. Hang on, let's get it in shot in case there's some smoke. Right, so that goes in there. I'm going to turn it on. Nope, I've only got 60 milliamps, so that seems okay. Right, so I just want to check. Oh, right, I haven't got this plugged in yet either. So the 3 volt plugging in. Let me just turn power off again. We'll do this again. Right, get you in shot. Right, so yeah. So the green one, this one's for plugging into the green one. Right, so we've got 3 volts into it now. Now plug that in, turn the power on, see if there's any blue smoke. Nope, 60 milliamps, that's all there is. Right, so that's that there. So I reckon I can now plug, it's now safe to plug my USB in. So I'll just turn power off. I mean, sorry, Bluetooth in. Right, so got Bluetooth, yeah, Bluetooth plugged in, turn power on. Oh look, and we've got a flashing light as well on the Bluetooth. So, right, I need to just zoom out a bit so we can see what's going on. Right, so yeah, that all went Okay, he says. Can we pick it up? Now then, what we need to do is we need to go to settings in Windows. Settings, and actually I think we can go straight to Bluetooth settings, can't we? Oh, you can't see that. Let me just bring it up here. Right, so what I've called this is I called it Tim's HC01. Right, so add a device. Bluetooth. Now then, since I did this last, I've done some alterations to my computer, and I'm not too sure how the Bluetooth is at the moment. So I may have to come back to this. Come on, you must be there. Let me just turn power on and power off again on my... Yeah, I've got a fancy Bluetooth boarding thing, and it's got a fancy aerial. My son gave me, and I'm not too sure. All devices. Oh, there we go. Right, it's this one here. So we connect to that, and now then, it's either 4 zeros or 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 4. Oh no, let's try 4 zeros. Connect. No. Should have connected straight up. Right, so let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be 5 and 6 as well. I don't know. Oh no, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Connected. Right, so done. Right, so what we need to do now is find out what COM port it's on. Yeah, so right, now where have they hidden that this time? So Bluetooth devices, what have we got here? There's devices. They move this stuff all over the place. Right, hang on. No, it's not there. Back one. That's more devices. Printers, scanners. Oh, come on, where have you hidden it? To the settings is what I want. The settings. Down display. More Bluetooth. Ah, here. Is it? Ah, this is it. Yeah. God, they take some finding. They keep moving the stuff about. COM ports. There we go. So what did I say it was? Tim's HC6, was it? Is that what it says? Is that what I just did? Yes. Just checking. Right. So what we want, we've got two. The thing is, we will have two. So we've got the Tim's HC6, and it says port, and then it says incoming and outgoing, you see. So what we want is the outgoing one, which is on COM19. So we need to remember COM19. Let me just write that down on my pad. That's what I've got my pad for. Yep, there we go. COM19. Right, so that's remembered. So I'll go OK. I can close that now. What I need to do is I need to bring up my my serial monitor. let's stick that up there out of the way, sort of thing. A bit. Can I make that a bit smaller? Oh yeah, there we go. Right, so we can see this here. I've got power into here at the moment. It will eventually be on batteries, but what did I say? COM19, connect. Oh, yeah, we're connected. So let's just check that it actually talks first. We try an X and send. Yes, we're talking to it through the Bluetooth. So let's give it a bit more bench movement here. See if we can give it somewhere to go without running over stuff. So if I send it forward 10,000 ticks, there we go, 10,000 ticks, and we go minus 10,000 ticks, select that, and we go, yeah, cool, and we go back to 0. It should be halfway between. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, this is the front, is this bit down here. The Arduino's at the back. So as soon as I put some batteries and connect some batteries up, it's going to be totally remote control without the power coming from my power supply. So we'll go forward again 10 ticks, 10,000 ticks, that's what it is here. So 10,000 ticks. And send it. So there we go. And then we go, and what I'll do is, instead of going back to 0, well, I can go 0, but I can go beyond 0 and go minus 10,000 ticks again. And then halfway in between is where the 0 was, and this will bring it back to its start point again. There, it's 0. So pick position 0. So select that, and we just go 0. So that's not bad. That's worked out really well. And although my, like I said, my adapter, the work of art, it's talking both ways. We know that because what we see up here, all this feedback, this is all coming back from the Bluetooth, and these commands that I'm sending here, these are all going to the Bluetooth. So we've got two-way communication. And we can see our position here. So if we do an X, and then what we do is just scroll down. See, we're at position 175 is one, and the other one's at 154, slightly out. That's something I've got to work out and make sure and get it closer to 0. Although the amount of gearing in here and the one revolution of the actual motor is 7 ticks. So if we divide that by 7, hang on, let's just get the calculator. Our calculator, let's see what we got. 175 divided by 7. You see, it's like 25 revolutions of the motor, and that's geared down tremendously to the other thing, so it actually moves so much. Anyways, what was I doing? Yes, so if we go in reverse again, so let's just go backwards and send there, and then we do an X. We can see that we're now at minus 10,157.15. It's about the same overshoot, isn't it, really? Let's go to forward 1,000. Or 10,000, shall I say? See, that is so from there all the way up back to there. It's like 20,000 ticks. So talking accuracy. And yeah, let's do an X. See what position we're in. 10,161.145. It's about the same again. The same sort of. One might be tighter than the other or something. I don't know. Anyways, go back to 0. There we go. Right, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. A bit of fun, really, making that surfboard, but it does work. We can see it working. It's basically what it's doing is it's our in between bit between our Bluetooth, which is communicating at 3 volts, and our Arduino that's communicating at 5 volts. And what it does, it level shifts the logic pins from 3 to 5 and from 5 to 3 as it talks to each other. But it is working, so we have done it right, and it's a good job I spotted that mistake earlier. So yeah, until the next one, guys. Catch you later.